Shalom everyone, this is Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan from the IDF, and I'm here on a beautiful autumn day at the IDF headquarters. You can see the beautiful building behind us. I will be giving you a few updates of what we have been up to this month. First and foremost, I want to congratulate 410 newly commissioned IDF combat officers who were commissioned this month. In October, the IDF also continued its tradition to promote and use new cutting-edge technology. This month, the IDF brought into use a new simulator that will teach combat medics how to train and evacuate soldiers without having them in harm's way. That's a great idea, don't you think? That's what we try to do, use technology in the smartest way to save lives and to do our mission. IDF programmers also developed a new app which is designed for the smartphones of our soldiers, which will teach them Arabic and Muslim customs. This is designed for the soldiers to be more aware and to alleviate tensions between the soldiers serving in Judea and Samaria and the local population. Service in the IDF is mandatory in Israel, but we are very fortunate to enjoy the fact that there are many young Israelis who are eager to volunteer despite suffering from many serious physical conditions. This week, a new group of Israeli volunteers finished their basic training, and we got to meet them and hear their inspirational stories.
שמי לידור, אני כמעט בת 20 והשבוע סיימתי טירונות מתנדבים.
היי, אני משי, בת 19 וחצי, והיום אני מסיימת טירונות מתנדבים.
אני באה מבית שמאוד אוהב את הצבא. כל המשפחה שלי היו קצינים ואנשים בצבא, וזה מאוד משהו שככה חדר אליי.
אני בחיים לא ראיתי את זה כמשהו שאני לא אעשה. תמיד בחברה שגדלתי בה ובכל המוסדות שבהם לקחתי חלק, תמיד זה היה נושא מאוד מדובר, שברור שאחרי גיל 18 אז כל חייל, כל נער הולך לשרת בצבא.
To kick off October, the IDF hosted a sports day with 50 participants from the different military attachés who serve in Israel, as well as representatives from the different peacekeeping forces that serve around Israel, UN, or the multinational force of observers who are deployed in Sinai. In addition to that, the IDF Homefront Command also held a large-scale search and rescue exercise this month, where we had delegations from Spain, the Palestinian Authority, and other countries participate, focusing on how to save civilians caught underneath rubble, whether it is from earthquakes or any other natural disaster. The chiefs of defense of 70 countries were in Washington. They discussed how to confront extremist organizations. Now around Israel, we have Hamas, we have Hezbollah, and a few other terrorists. The IDF spearheads the world's efforts against these organizations, and it's good to see that many countries around the world see the challenges and understand how important it is to work together when we face these threats. On October 8th, Hamas, which by the way is an internationally recognized terrorist organization, attempted to fire 4 rockets towards Israel. The rockets failed and didn't hit Israel, but in response, an IDF tank destroyed a Hamas watchtower just inside the Gaza Strip. The same day, the IDF thwarted an attempt by Hamas to smuggle in combat boots for their terrorists. You know how they tried to smuggle them in? Inside slippers for kids. But the attacks weren't only in the southern border with Gaza. Shots were fired on October 11th against an Israeli field hospital on the Golan Heights, which is there to provide aid for Syrian civilians. That field hospital is part of an IDF operation called Operation Good Neighbor, which provides medical care and attention for Syrian civilians in their time of need. If you want to know more about that operation, look at the links below. On October 16th, 5 rockets were fired from Syria into Israel in a deliberate attempt to attack Israel. The IDF responded with targeting and destroying that specific battery. On October 21st, this Palestinian threw a rock at a 12-year-old boy in Hebron. Luckily, the boy was only lightly injured, received medical care, and afterwards, that assailant was apprehended by the IDF. The IDF remains committed to defending the State of Israel and its civilians against any terrorist attack. This month, the IDF confiscated 77 different weapons that were produced illegally, and we made sure to shut down the places where they were produced. There's a saying in the Jewish Yemenite community: 3 types of men will be discovered only in 3 different situations. A hero on the battlefield, a moderate in times of anger, and a brother in time of need. What that means for us is that we have to fight in what we believe in, we have to be moderate in times of anger, and we have to be a mensch. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you again next month, where we are ready to show combat footage and all the interesting stuff that the IDF has been doing over the next month. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and see what we're up to. See you and shalom from Israel.